Population, all of the members of one species living in the same area. So I guess I would have to just draw, a lot of rabbits there. All of the members. Ooh, I know. I'm going to cheat here. Let's see. I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste these. Oh, look at that. Okay, great. Let's have all of the rabbits that I can get here. So many rabbits. Okay, whew, great. Okay, community is all of, so let's say different populations living in the same area. So it wouldn't just be the rabbits, but it could also be, snakes, fox. Yeah. So different populations in the same area. If I have to draw all of those things, that could get, let's see. Interesting. So we have a rabbit. Let's do a snake. There you go. It's a snake. Here, let's give him a little slithery tongue there. Okay, great. And then a fox. I don't even know how I would draw that. Not even close, am I? Everybody can go ahead and make fun of these drawings later if they want to. That's totally fine. So let's take ecosystem. So I'm going to take all of these communities, or these different species, these different populations in this community, and I'm going to put them in with all of the other non-living things in that area. So it's community. In a specific area, but also including all the non-living parts. So I'm going to have, let's say, there's a lake or a body of water, and the dirt that surrounds that's not really, is that brown? I don't know. The dirt that surrounds that body of water, and some rocks in that area. And then I'm going to also include my organisms that I drew in that community. I'll have that in the same area, but I'll also have some, trees. Those are living, but I have them. So let's add in another thing. So kind of just thinking about all of those things that live together. If you want to think about an ecosystem, like on a farm, you have the houses with the gates and the farm equipment, but you also have the corn that's growing and the cows on the farm, the pigs. So kind of all of those things put together. So this is how I would tackle that page. So if we take a look at the questions, how are each of the levels of organization dependent on each other? We talked about it in class. So if one level is affected, each of the levels after it are affected. So for example, if I have damage at the cellular level, it's going to affect the tissue level, the organ level, organ system, organism. So it kind of affects everything that comes after it. My non-living, those were kind of everything at the bottom, non-living. was the atoms, the molecules, the organelles. But by the miracle of science, electricity, and all of those things, everything above that becomes living. So living starts at cells, tissues, organs, organ systems, and organisms, etc., etc. So let's take a look at these sample questions. So these would be like MEA sample questions. So I'm going to use my test taking strategies. I'm going to get a highlighter. A science class is planning a field trip to a local farm that has a large pond. Which of the following lists the order? So list the order of organization from smallest to largest. So I want to take a look at this list, and I'm going to see what I can cancel right off the bat. So this one starts at organism, great. This one starts at organism, great. Population, population. I know that organism is smaller than population, so I'm going to automatically cancel out C and D. So I'm just going to kind of cross those right out. And then I have two to choose from, which is A and B. So organism, community, population, ecosystem, or organism, population, community, ecosystem. So I'm just going to kind of come back here, and I'm going to take a look at my list from here up, because that's the order that I'm looking at. Okay, so I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to see which one kind of matches those, and B is going to be my choice from smallest to largest. It's not this one. It's not A, because it goes organism, community, population. A population is smaller than a community. So number 2, taking a look at the table, a student makes some observations during a field trip, and they want to know which one best represents a community. So by doing the previous page, I know that a community is going to be groups of populations, different populations that live in the same area. So I know it's not going to be number 1, because these are specifically referencing deer. 2 blue jays, northern cardinals, and 1 house sparrow. 3, a snapping turtle and a snapping turtle. It's not that one, because those are the same. 6 bullfrogs in a pond, 30 bullfrog tadpoles. They both belong to the same species, so I know it's not that one. So my answer here is going to be student number 2 sees a community, because a blue jay is different from a cardinal, which is different than a house sparrow. So my answer is going to be B. All right, if you have any questions, please let me know.